60 Bison, 60.
Throwing is Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for an Eagles first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now.
Now we get to see if he's gonna quit. It might still want to keep going. Okay. You want to see that 100 too? Okay, let's see this 100. I ain't never seen it.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
See if it'll break it. Shit.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
He is. We're gonna see if he can embarrass me if he wanna. I doubt if he can do it. That's a big gap. I ain't that big of a rookie. If I am,
they'll send the big tight end.
I had to get this motherfucker away.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here we go. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
57, Mike, 57. I got you, son. 12, 12, 12. You're all mine, baby.
We'll see.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ain't none of that shit gonna help.
57's the Mike.
You might well run to the end zone like you been doing. Don't start that shit now. None of that shit gonna help.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
I beat up on a kid. Anybody come against me? Shit,
11.
fuck.
57, Mike, 57. Get him, get him, get him.
Kids stay in their place. We don't have to worry about them getting beat up. That's what wrong with these kids now. Got no respect for their goddamn elders.
On second down, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
43's the mic. Check.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline, or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10.
11 Thomas.
Okay.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
I think he needs stretch.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on first and 10.
Pressure.
11 mighty. 11
Pressure.
11.
Burrow will throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
What?
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now in defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I know that hurt. Oh,
and the
that hurt.
Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
That I didn't
whether you
see.
have an abacus, a calculator,
Cool,
just
yeah.
old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering.
He might.
What a
Oh
performance.
well.
This man knows how to
We're gonna
find
get
the
close
end zone
to
and
it.
make it count.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And that flag accepted.
Let's go.
What do you say? Let's go.
Viking 18.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 57.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Pick up the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Let's get there. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field
Whoa,
goal.
what the
If you
hell
take
was
a
that?
big
A
sack, it
timeout?
could push you out of
He
range,
called a
and that's why
timeout?
defenses get a
What the
little more
fuck?
aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have
Oh, that
got
shit
it
say
on
102.
cruise control.
I didn't know it could do that. It's on YouTube now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10.
See how far we can push it to the limit.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here we go.
12, 12, 12.
He's checking Crab.
Now Burrow on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
What is hot? Hot.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
I had to look it up. I didn't know.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Surprised me then.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there.
And look at this, like
gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Okay. Who?
Because your mama asked me, she said, well, you go over there and eat cheese.
It's all good. I ain't gonna, one thing about it,
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In that spot, you feel me? If she wants you to do it, she'll call you.
Now it's Burrow.
If she really needs you, she'll call you. I'm not finna chase nobody.
Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Ooh. He gonna do it on his own? Oh, shit.
And now off to the races.
That's fucked up, man. I need to have control in my hand. All by himself. And that was amazing.
Defense gets a pick-6 TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
They still sneak off and be doing shit they ain't got no damn business. Just power down the Wi-Fi. Shit, it'd be a better word.
Go ahead and accept the penalty.
I can't do this a whole nother 2 halves with his ass.
Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20.
Man, he doing the opposite of everything he's supposed to.
And the route is
he call plays when he wants to. Motherfucker run to the end zone with the ball the other opposite way. I said, okay, you want to play like you stupid. Go on, quit then. Why you going to do this to me? No, I will not quit. Fuck that. We want to run score up? Hey, we going to do it. I'm cool with it. Hey, I'm on the same motherfucking cloud here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Shit, everybody else got mental health problems around this motherfucker. Shit.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
What the hell going on, man? Pick a play, man. What you doing?
Now problems right
do
out
it
of
like
the
that.
gate.
You been
We're
picking
going to
play.
get a delay. They
They
were
ain't just
already
gonna
backed
just, he
up.
don't even
Now
want
they're
to
backed up
play.
further.
I think
Maybe
they were
they'll
being
gone
so
on time the
careful to
motherfucker
make sure
out.
all assignments were
Inactive.
covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Gonna do it smoother with me. Check out $1 win.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Nice hot.
Ball, D, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And they'll accept that penalty. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Four down, even.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Past the 20. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass.
Here's Burrow.
57 for Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. 57's the mic. Watch this.
They'll set up a throw. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
57's the mic.
Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Get in there, get what you want, dude. Get in there, get what you want, boy. All day.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
57's Mike.
Back to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still throwing here with a big 3rd quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.